We're very confident the president's acting within his authority as president, both under the Constitution and under clear statutory law, that will accomplish the stay and will win the case on the merits.
So there, Vice President Mike Pence reacting to a federal judge's temporary suspension of the travel ban. And in the overnight hours, we had an appeals court refusing to reinstate that ban, but the court wants additional information by tomorrow on the government's case. So right now, it is in a legal limbo situation, but the travel ban is halted. Joining me from California is Congressman Eric Swalwell, member of the House Intelligence Committee and a Democrat. Sir, it's good to have you with me, and I know that you've been arguing.
Good early morning, Thomas.
Early morning to you for sure. Certainly out there on the West Coast. I know you've been arguing that the ban is making us less safe, but from your position as ranking member of the CIA subcommittee of the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence, what can you say without political hyperbole that says without the travel ban in place, we are safe?
Yeah. The president is up against the Constitution on this one, and he's finding that out. This travel ban not only is un-American, it makes us less safe because we already have a tight screening process that's in place. It takes 18 to 24 months after they go through background checks, after the FBI and Homeland Security looks at these individuals, and we have taken far fewer refugees than our allies. And it makes us less safe because it makes us less of a team player when our allies across the globe are taking refugees, and then we go to them for help to fight terrorism, and they're not going to see us now as wanting to cooperate. And it makes us less safe because this will inspire an enemy who is determined to put out a message that we are not welcoming to Muslims.
So we know that President Trump, he's been arguing that the ban really does make us more safe. In one of a series of tweets that we had yesterday from him, he said, what is our country coming to when a judge can halt a Homeland Security travel ban, and anyone, even with bad intentions, can come into the U.S.? The president seems to be with different intelligence, maybe, that he is not revealing to the rest of America, maybe to calculate why this travel ban is in place. From what you know, and without revealing too much, does he have actionable intelligence that he is using to justify this ban?
Yeah, well, Thomas, our country is coming to its senses. We're going through the courts, and that's what happens when you have three branches of government, and I think the president is learning that. And if he has intelligence that there are refugees who have slipped through the vetting process that we already have, he should share that with Congress, and that has not, as far as I know, been shared with any of us. And so right now, his ban is it's alienating our allies who need us the most. I met with the King of Jordan earlier this week. Their country has taken over 1 million refugees. They've been a faithful ally to the United States in helping us fight terrorism. And if we are going to just say we're not going to take refugees and we're going to arbitrarily ban Muslim travelers to this country, that hurts us in that part of the region.
So do you think that this ban is strictly based on a campaign promise and not actionable intelligence?
I think this ban makes us less safe. I haven't seen the intelligence that it makes us any safer, and I think it's a religious ban against Muslims in Muslim-majority countries, and that is ultimately going to inspire attacks against us.
Sir, I know you've been very outspoken on concerns about Team Trump and ties with Russia, and now we have President Trump making this comparison between the actions of Russia and the U.S. It's going to air this evening, this Super Bowl interview with Bill O'Reilly. Take a listen.
Do you respect Putin?
I do respect him.
Do you? Why?
Well, I respect a lot of people, but that doesn't mean I'm going to get along with him. He's a leader of his country. I say it's better to get along with Russia than not. And if Russia helps us in the fight against ISIS, which is a major fight, and Islamic terrorism all over the world,
right,
major fight, that's a good thing. Will I get along with him? I have no idea. It's very
He's a
possible
killer,
I
though.
won't.
Putin's a killer.
A lot of killers. We got a lot of killers. Why, you think our country's so innocent?
What do you think he means by that? And also, do you think that Russia hacked our election?
It's very stirring to hear, very, very stirring, Thomas, to hear the President of the United States defame our great democracy, to compare us to Russia and its dictator, Putin. You know, he may want to side with the murderous dictator, but I and most Americans will side with the troops who defend our country. I'll side with the cops who walk the beat and the brave individuals who keep us safe every day. He can have the Russians. So that's why I'm so concerned when you know that we know, and it's not disputed, that Russia tried to influence our election. They preferred candidate Trump. It was ordered by Vladimir Putin. Trump prefers for us to get out of NATO, wants to reduce the sanctions against Russia, as he started to do earlier this week, and won't show us anything about his global financial holdings. I think all of that together raises a lot of questions about whether there was communication between the president and his campaign team and Russia before the election.
Do you think there'll be a bipartisan investigation into that assertion?
Thomas, I'm trying. Every Democrat supports that. I really believe this can't be something that is relitigating the election, but looking at the intelligence finding that says that Russia seeks to do this again. And I really am hoping Republicans put their country ahead of party, because if we do nothing, this will tell Russia and other foreign adversaries that it's open season on U.S. elections. And we should say we're never going to tolerate again an outside country trying to influence our elections.
Congressman Eric Swalwell, member of the House Intelligence Committee from California, a Democrat, sir, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.